One good afternoon to all. Justice U. Lolit, Judge Supreme Court of India and the Executive Chairman, National Legal Services Authority, Justice Rishikesh Roy, Judge Supreme Court of India, a special guest who is before us today, Justice our Chief Justice, Justice Indrajit Mohanty, and my colleagues on the dais, Ms. Nilima Ghosh, Chairperson of the State Commission for Protection of Child Rights, and the officers of the National Legal Services Authority. I am here today for your behalf to give a big thank to Justice Lolit, who has taken all the pains to travel and has come to us to address you children. Just give a big applause for Justice Lolit. And I also express my serious gratitude to Justice Rishikesh Roy that he has made it possible to reach us today, and he has been here today amongst the children who are very fond to his ideas. He has worked also as the Executive Chairman, Legal Services Authority in the Guwahati High Court, that is the state of Assam, for a long time. He has a varied experience. I think today he will share these experiences because we are also from the northeastern state. I like to express my gratitude to the mothers from Chamun, a little obscure village. They formed a group called Khabaksa, meaning the unity of hearts. When they heard about this program, they have weaved these special scarves for our dignitaries, and that warmth has been carried to all the dignitaries. I felt when they were just standing up for a photograph. We all give a big applause to those mothers who weaved those scarves for us. It is not mere scarves, but it is a message of their love to the children. Children, there is a lot of problem about protecting the child rights. You have already gone through the various materials in the form of posters. I will not repeat those because we are running out of time. And just one aspect of this, that now by the Act of 2009, that you all know, the Right to Education Act of 2009, children within the age group between 6 to 14 years can demand their education free and from in a neighborhood school. I'm unfortunate to point out to this gathering that in some parts of our state, the neighborhood schools are being closed on the plea of they are not viable. I would urge to the state, this may not be the plea when the right has been acknowledged by the Constitution as the fundamental right. Provide education, because education will provide the children the protection. Always the protection cannot be granted. He must know the art of how to protect himself, and education is the only tool that can provide him that protection. And this, you know, all the parents and the guardian under the Article 51A, Clause K, has been given a responsibility and duty to send their children for education. But we all know there's appalling poverty in the rural segment where the 73% of the children live. The parents who are even aspiring to send their children to the school, they cannot do that. For that purpose, since 1974, the event of the Children's Charter, there is a lot of central government's program, the state government programs to empower those parents to send their children. But there is still an absence of bridging the beneficiaries and the providers. And that is the area, I think, the legal literacy clubs which exist in the senior secondary school throughout the states may play a new role. That children, you can hold one children who cannot come to the school, identify him, introduce him to the various programs of the government through your guiding teachers so that he can also come to the school. Because someone, when you come to the school, you see someone is not coming to the school is very, very painful, we all know. And finally, I would say that not talking of because Justice Lalit and Justice Roy would deal with those matters, but I think that we must not fear that it cannot be achieved. Only few days back, I was reading a book of Ruskin Bond. Some of you are fond of reading him. He was writing an introduction of his new book. He was saying that one day I woke up in the mid of night, but I felt that I must go out of my home and take a walk through the forest. I was frightful that what would happen to me. Then I started walking through the darkness, and at one point of time I saw the sun, beautiful sun is rising in the backdrop of the green, dark green forest, and that was a celestial experience. If we want to share that experience, we must have the courage and the boldness to walk through the darkness. We will achieve the child rights, because as Tagore says, we'll make our country a heaven where there will be no narrow boundaries, everything, and child will enjoy the liberty, the dream they want to change. That I want to show one slide, just show that slide. That is that the child having the big wings. Let this assembly bless for giving the child to that wings so that they can have their own sky. They can change after their dreams. Thank you all. Thank you very much for having here today despite your very schedule. Thank you very much.